Now, let's take a look at the highlights from today's events, and when we return, we'll learn more about how the astronauts viewed today's eclipse. Okay, through the eyes of NASA, only here are we bringing you the International Space Station live. It's traveling at 17,500 miles per hour as it orbits Earth. Now, from NASA's Johnson Space Center, we have Rob Navius in Mission Control. Rob, over to you.
Welcome to Mission Control here in Houston. About 40 minutes ago, the 6 residents of the International Space Station flew over southern Canada, south of Hudson Bay, at an altitude of 252 statute miles, with a very, very unique view of today's solar eclipse. We're going to be talking with the crew in about 18 minutes from now and sharing some of that very, very unique video with you. It was spectacular, I must tell you, and digital still imagery that Randy Bresnik has captured throughout the course of the first 2 of 3 passes the station is making over the eclipse throughout the course of the day today. That has already been posted on social media and will continue to be posted as the day wears on. But we're looking very much forward to talking to the crew and getting their impressions and thoughts as they passed over the eclipse just about 40 minutes or so ago. So we'll be back to you in just a few minutes with the crew of Expedition 52 aboard the International Space Station. For now, back to you in Charleston, Dwayne.
Thank you, Rob. And coming up later in the show, we'll have another unique eclipse view from space. We'll have imagery from NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory. It's also about to see an eclipse. So, SDO, Solar Dynamics Observatory. Alex, tell us a little bit about SDO.
Well, SDO is one of NASA's heliophysics fleet. It gives us an unprecedented view of the sun. Incredible detail, incredible time and spatial resolution. It shows us 10 different wavelengths of light at the same time, showing us in mostly extreme ultraviolet light, the sun's outer atmosphere, corona and chromosphere, where we can see all of the dynamic phenomena that's happening. It is putting down almost 2 terabytes of data a day, giving us these unbelievable views of solar eruptions, solar prominences, solar flares, and all of the activity in the sun that drives space weather, what Yari spends her days studying.
I mean, it's just an amazing mission because it lets you see in so much higher resolution the images from the sun that you can actually understand the origins of space weather and those solar flares, the corona's mass ejections. I mean, put it in perspective, it's like downloading more than 1 million pictures a day. That's how much data.
SDO, wow, that's incredible. Okay, so we're going to go back to Karen Fox, who has a pretty important person with her. Karen.
All right. Hello, we are back, and I have Mike Massimino with me, a former NASA astronaut who was on the Space Shuttle twice. Hello, Mike.
Hello, Karen. Hello, everyone out there on NASA television. Good to be back on NASA TV.
We are so glad to have you here. Now tell me, was this your first eclipse?
Yes, this was my first eclipse. I think there's one that passed by my neighborhood in New York on Long Island when I was a kid, because they were telling us not to look up the sky and be careful and all that. That was like 9, I think, when that was a long time ago. So this is definitely the first total eclipse I've been a part of, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see when I can get to the next one. This was pretty cool, though. I'm glad I got to be here for this one.
Tell me a little bit about it. What was your experience? Did it live up to what you were expecting?
Yeah, well, I mean, there was certainly a lot of excitement. It was, it came right at the right time. I think all the science assets and resources that were out there trying to collect data and study the sun, that all went well. A lot of excitement throughout the country. A little bit too much cloud coverage here, though, in South Carolina. So, we maybe could have gotten a better view, but it could have been a lot worse, too. I think there are other parts of the country that got clobbered a little bit worse from the weather. But it was really cool to be here, and it got cooler. I could see it, and I could feel it with the temperature, and I could hear it with the excitement of I guess predominantly a student crowd that we had here at the College of Charleston.
So tell me a little bit about what it's like, something that the rest of us have not been able to see, which is seeing Earth from space. Tell us a little bit about that.
The Earth from space is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It really is beyond words. It's like a look into paradise. It's just a beautiful planet. We're very lucky to be here. And I used to always count like the lucky things that we had here. We have an atmosphere that keeps us alive, and we have water that keeps us alive here on our planet, and we have a magnetic field that keeps us protected from solar radiation. But we also have a moon and a sun. The sun is 400 times larger than the moon and 400 times further away, so they're the same size in the sky. So we get a chance to have solar eclipses, which other planets in our solar system do not. So we're lucky for a lot of reasons, and I'm going to add the solar eclipses to the list. But the beauty of it, the beauty of the planet, and also the sense of clockwork of this, this ballet, this dance that goes on between the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon. You can see that in space, and you can see the rotation of the Earth. What we call the terminator between night and day, and as that just steadily rotates, just like this clockwork going on. And that's what we witnessed today. This clockwork with the Moon involved, getting in the path of the Sun, and us all lining up perfectly together. And it's that clockwork that still amazes me, that everything has this permanence to it. It doesn't disappoint you. It's been going on for billions of years and will continue to go on for billions of years. The sun will come up tomorrow. These things will keep happening. It's a power, a force that we can't control. And to see it in space was cool, and now to see it down on Earth, that was cool as well.
That is a beautiful sentiment. Thank you very much. I agree. We've had an incredible day watching this. So how about 2024? Do you think you'll be lining up to see the total eclipse in 2024?
When's that? That's not too much longer. Where is it going to be? Where is it coming that year?
That is going to go up from Texas up through Maine. It will be in 2024. We're excited.
So not coast to coast, but yes, that'll be good. I'll go.
And back to Dwayne Brown. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Karen. It's good to see Mass, too. Now that the entire United States has experienced today's solar eclipse, let's go to social to see what people are saying, and they're saying a lot, I'm sure. Right, John?
Yeah, thanks, Dwayne. Yeah, we just captured a few reactions and want to show those to you here with some graphics. This person right here is loving NASA's game day today. He's giving some shout out to us here on the broadcast, which is really, really quite nice. This is another one of our Twitter users from Nashville. Just some awesome photos taken by users across the internet. If you use the trending hashtags out there, you'll see, and I've been looking in here on my computer, just some amazing photos taken from the public. Some amateur photographers, really looks like legit stuff all over the internet. Here's another one of our users. He wrote, "This was the pic of the eclipse I took through glasses. A second one I've seen in my lifetime, awesome." Here's another one. I'd like to thank the clouds for letting me look at the eclipse. It was so cool. We are not thanking the clouds here in Charleston, South Carolina, but we did get to, it's really, you could see it with the sun was bright enough, you could see the partial eclipse with glasses through the clouds. It's just totality was a little bit of an issue. Here's another one on Twitter. It's very weird to be in a darkened home with not so much daylight at 2:45 p.m., yet the sun is still shining outside. And here's another one. Wife and I are currently gazing into the bottom of a box of frosted mini wheats per AdNAS advice. It's just making me hungry. And honestly, it was better than I thought. I think a lot of people across, that's one thing we're really seeing. I mean, everybody knew this was happening. I think the emotional experience that went with the eclipse, a lot of folks we're seeing online weren't necessarily anticipating that. I think it could be really heart-wrenching and scary a little bit, but also really emotional and spectacular. And, here's another one. And any other day, I'd be concerned if I saw a line of people on the roof of a parking garage. Today, not so much. It is solar eclipse day. And here's our last one I want to show you all. I'm saying y'all. Y'all, oh my God, OMG, it was the coolest 2 minutes of my life. So I think a lot of people around the country were seeing that sentiment. This is the sort of celestial event that really has a big impact. You know, we look at the sun every day, and we see it in the sky. It's a very constant for us. And all of a sudden, for it to be obscured feels a little unnatural. And I think that's one of the things we were really seeing across the internet. So thanks everyone for submitting your questions with the hashtag and for giving us your photos. We really appreciate it, and it's been a spectacular day for all of us.
You know, that's the great thing about social media, the creativity and those things are like, they're just so awesome when they post those things.
You get honesty.
Yes, and we really, really appreciate your support for NASA, and keep those images coming in. Okay, so we've witnessed a total solar eclipse as it moves across the entire United States. And it's incredible to think about how NASA scientists are using advanced tools to image this eclipse. So Alex, you know, before all of this advance and here, you know, the cameras that people use that we have now, I think people used to draw the eclipses. You know, let's take a little history lesson.
Yeah, so, you know, one of the things that's amazing, so looking at the sun and eclipses is actually the beginning of modern astronomy. And before we had cameras, people actually drew eclipses by hand. And in fact, this phenomena that Jari and I study, coronal mass ejections, were first seen in an image. So if you look at this image, I had an image up from this book. It's actually an image of a coronal mass ejection. But what you're seeing here are images from 1869 showing you the corona drawn by hand. But when we look back in the past, before we had cameras, we discovered helium on the sun. That was done during a total solar eclipse. We discovered the outer atmosphere was hot, and we even were verified general relativity in 1919.
Yes. And you know, the image that Alex was going to show you in the book is actually like 100 years before we can actually see it with a satellite. Isn't that amazing?
Okay, so you know what? I want to do something fun here. All right, we're having fun. Can we have some more fun? So Alex, I mean, and for the young students out there and folks, the future generation scientists, as I told Alex earlier, he is one of the coolest looking scientists that I've seen. He's got the earrings, got the look, but he also has something even cooler. I got to show him the shoes, man.
All right, let's see if we can get this to work. Let's show them.
Oh no, there you go.
There you go.
Flame shoes.
How cool is that, folks? So Alex, what got you into the heliophysics and the sun? A little background.
Well, I've been interested in astronomy all my life, seeing things like Star Trek and Carl Sagan. But when I was studying astrophysics in graduate school, my professor said, you know, you ought to look at the sun. The sun is really close, and it's something we can study in incredible detail, and you can use this as a tool to study the rest of the universe. So that was when I realized that we can learn so much about our universe, why we're here, just by looking at our closest star, the sun, and all the incredible detail that we have. And this is the reason why scientists are so excited about total solar eclipses, because we can see a region of the sun in visible light with our own eyes that we cannot even see from space.
Fantastic. So, Alex, I'm gonna come back to you because I understand you're a cat lover, and Jody, I know you have a fantastic story to tell. But we're gonna go back out to Karen, who has another special guest. Karen, you're just having a good time out there.
I am having fun. The College of Charleston students have been fantastic supporting us today, and we have some more students here. Can you tell me your name?
I'm Nicole.
And tell me what year you are and what you're majoring in. I want to learn a little about you.
So I'm a senior at the College of Charleston. I'm studying biology. I want to do conservation work with like endangered species and fragile habitats.
Fantastic. So was this your very first total solar eclipse?
Yes.
And what did you think?
It was really awesome. I was glad I got to see it.
Tell me a little bit about what you felt when it got dark and got cold. What did you think was happening?
It was kind of just surreal. I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't expect all the lights to come on and stuff, so it was really cool.
How about the rest of you? How was your experience today on the total solar eclipse?
Unreal.
Yeah.
I'll never see it again.
You're going to see it in 2024.
Oh, really?
Really? And where? Where at?
We have another total solar eclipse across the United States from Texas to Maine, 2024. Okay. And of course, you can start traveling for them. Do you think you'll start traveling for them?
Probably not. honestly. It was cool, but I don't know. It's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you my favorite question I've been asking students this week. What is the music you associate with the sun and space and the eclipse? Give me something.
Here comes the
Dark
sun.
Side of the Moon.
Sing it for me.
Nah.
Come on, come on. Okay, here comes
The sun.
Here comes the sun.
Thank you very, very much. We are doing well here at the College of Charleston, having a great time. People are beginning to leave the quad now and moving on and going on to start school tomorrow, right? So is this like the best start of school ever?
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't have started like a different way. I've been awesome.
Fantastic. We've got one more person here. Do you want to come over? Come on. Tell me a little bit about what you experienced. Was it like what you expected? What did you expect?
I expected it to get dark, but I didn't expect the temperature to change and get so cold.
I felt the same way. I was really surprised. I kept thinking it was going to rain or something, and it never did. It was fantastic. All right. What are you going to do with your Eclipse glasses now?
Just keep them as a souvenir. I might put them in a scrapbook.
Oh, I like that. Don't use them if you ever get them scratched, okay? Okay. If you keep them pristine, you can use them again, but not if they get scratched, okay? You're going to be real careful with these, right? All right, fantastic. Anybody here a science major? Any one of you guys? You are? Come on up. Oh, look at your shirt. Look at your fantastic shirt. Wow, tell me about your shirt.
I don't remember where I got this, but it's obviously constellations, and it seemed appropriate since it was astronomical.
I agree. And what kind of a science major are you?
Geology and biology, probably.
And do you say that this inspired you a little bit more and be excited about science?
Yes. Really amazing.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad you all were here today, and we are going to hand it back to Dwayne Brown. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Karen. You know, and they are special guests because, you know, the kids and our future scientists are really, really important and special. And Jody, I know the audience wants to hear your story. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, we're sharing here. Tell us your story.
Well, I mean, I started interested in science since I was a little kid. I was very curious, but it was when I remember I traveled to Florida. I have family in Florida. I was 6 years old, and I went to the Kennedy Space Center, and I saw the amazing things that NASA had there. I put in my mind, I want to work for NASA one day. And coming from a little island, you know, Puerto Rico, hola Puerto Rico, I mean, I had to work really hard, but it's, you know, here I am. I work really hard, and it has been an amazing experience, and look where it got me.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm glad to be here. It's been a great day. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about this. Now it's time to go back to the Johnson Space Center to Rob Navius and the International Space Station coming up. Rob. So, okay. Not yet. So, what we're going to do, we're going to come back here. I just love live television because you turn. But, so, now we can talk about cats. Cat
yes.
man.
I'm a cat man.
Let's go.
I'm a cat lover. Yeah, so, you know, I love cats. I've always had cats. My wife has cats. And the great thing about it is they're such great companions, and I do a lot of traveling for NASA. And it actually is very convenient to have a cat because they let you go away, come back. They're still glad to see you, but they don't need quite as much care as a dog does. So actually, for all the work I've done and all the time I've spent out studying the sun from other countries, cats have always been there for me. So. 2
quick questions, and then we are going to go down to Houston. Advice for becoming a scientist, real quick.
Well, study. It sounds simple, but just keep going to school, but try as many different things as you can, experience in different opportunities, internships, things like that, because it gives you a chance to really see the breadth of science and technology out there.
Jody.
Keep motivated. You know, like Alex said, do the internships, try different things, because you never know exactly what you really like, and to be really happy on your job, you really have to find that calling, what you really, really love.
Yeah, and for the folks and the kids and the students watching, and a lot of you out there, I mean, look, Alex and Jody, I mean, they're amazing. They're amazing. And we'll hear more about them. Now, within the past hour, as Eclipse swept across the continent, U.S. 6 crew members aboard the International Space Station had a chance to view this phenomenon from a unique vantage point. Let's go to the ISS Flight Control Room at the Johnson Space Center in Houston. Rob Navius, back to you with more. Rob.
Thanks, Dwayne. You know, millions of people have been witness to this amazing event across the United States throughout the day today. But up on the International Space Station, members of the Expedition 52 crew have had a unique celestial front row seat to history. About an hour ago, the International Space Station flew 252 statute miles above the Earth over southern Canada as it made its way south of Hudson Bay with a tremendous view of the moon's shadow against the Earth. The moon covering about 44% of the sun during the second of 3 passes. You can see it in this animation right here. The crew were glued to the windows of the International Space Station with an HD video camera, with an armada of digital still cameras to capture every moment of those precious seconds. With us at this hour aboard the International Space Station in the Destiny Laboratory of the complex are 4 of the members of the Expedition 52 crew, NASA flight engineers Peggy Whitson, Jack Fisher, and Randy Bresnik, and flight engineer Paolo Nespoli of the European Space Agency. Thank you all so much for joining us today on this historic day.
Yeah, it's been an exciting day for us to have the opportunity to see the eclipse from here.
Peggy, let's start with you. You were in the cupola with an HD video camera looking out at the limb of the Earth where the shadow appeared, capturing some spectacular video that we're going to replay here in a second. What were your thoughts and impressions as the station flew over the shadow of the Earth?
Well, I'd seen pictures from previous eclipses, and so I think I had underestimated what this would look like. This was much darker than I gave it credit for being. Unfortunately, it was kind of near the limb, near the edge of the Earth from our view, so several hundred miles away. But it still was impressive to be able to see that dark spot as we passed by.
For Randy Bresnik, Randy, you've been looking forward to this event for some time now. Your thoughts and impressions of the eclipse. You also shot digital still imagery of it as well. And what does a solar eclipse do to a human being? What does it do to a human being in terms of understanding our place in the universe?
That's certainly a big question. You look down at the size of the shadow, and we've gotten used to the scope and scale of what the Earth looks like from here, and just understanding how many people will be affected by that. And a friend of mine the other day, mentioned that, and it kind of really came to me, we were actually looking at it, was that just a few hundred years ago, human beings wouldn't have even known that the eclipse was coming. And so here you are looking up, and all of a sudden the sun is disappearing. And what are the thoughts for all of human existence, where everybody's looking up going, the gods must be angry at us, and now we have the ability not only to know it's coming, people are excited about it. We know people that travel to go be under the umbra, and making an event, a celestial event. And for us, being able to witness it from above was just really special, because it represents how far we've come with the technology we have. I mean, look, we're on the International Space Station, where we're doing, more than 250 different experiments, and working with an international team. Look at where we're at. And so I look forward to the next time we have a full eclipse. Maybe we'll be taking pictures from a lot farther away.
For Jack Fisher, Jack, it's good to see you this afternoon. You sent a picture very early this morning of this raft of cameras that were laid out in the Destiny Lab, ready to rock and roll to capture every second of this unique event. Was it awesome sauce ×2 for you?
Yes, it was awesome sauce ×2. And Rob, this has been a huge coordination effort. Comrade Randy has been in charge of planning where all of us would be, and a little orchestra of which window, which camera. So he did a great job with that. I was actually supposed to be taking off a window pane or a scratch pane right now, but due to the lighting and how we're going about it, we don't really need to. So I got lucky and got to join all these folks for the BAO event. It was, Peggy said she underestimated it. I definitely did. Just judging from the pictures, that spot was, a lot darker and a lot larger than I thought it would be. And, You know, I kind of was sitting in the Russian segment at the window thinking, you remember snipe hunts? I was like, man, this is kind of like a snipe hunt. I think somebody's pulling a joke on me. And then all of a sudden, this huge black shadow was going across the earth. So it was amazing, and it was cool to see from this vantage point. So absolutely awesome sauce times 3, Rob. 3 chocolate awesome sauce with a side of sun awesome sauce. I don't know. It was awesome, Rob.
For Paulo, we do remember 6 years ago, May of 2011, when you departed the International Space Station on a Soyuz vehicle to come home from your last flight. You took that signature picture of the shuttle Endeavour docked to the station with all of the other international partner components and vehicles linked up. How did today's experience compare with that moment 6 years ago?
Well, 6 years ago, I was kind of alone there on the Soyuz capsule taking pictures. So through the rest of the team, Dmitry Kondratiev was flying the Soyuz, and Katie Coleman was actually taking timing and telling me. But it was me with one camera and a video camera and taking picture. Here today we had, as you saw from the photo that Two Fish Jack sent this morning, we had an armada of equipment. We had multiple places. We were flying back and forth from the station to the cupola Russian segment, up and down, and it was a completely different orchestrated system. I was impressed too by the shadow passing by. I've seen some pictures. And I always, as a kid, I always thought the umbra would be kind of a square, defined square, but it was not. It's kind of a smudge, and this is interesting to actually see this with your own eyes.
Randy, let me go back to you for 1 second to follow up on what Paulo just touched upon. It must have been a photo feeding frenzy on board during those first 2 passes. You all have one more pass to go coming up shortly. Give us a sense of that choreography that your crewmates have explained on board. And was it everybody elbowing each other away from the windows, or how did it all work?
No, certainly everyone has their favorite things that they wanted to do, but we had to divide up the task because we couldn't have everybody doing the same thing. And so we even, took the still shots and said, okay, we're going to shoot this particular type and this particular speed from, this particular person, so we're going to vary it from over here to ensure that we were able to capture the images as best we could to share it with you all. Cupola was a little crowded because we had a bunch of cameras, a bunch of people, and the big thing was to try and not bump the video cameras. Sorry for the one when you saw. But, when you see all the video and the pictures, it's not any one person that took them. It's the Expedition 52 crew, to include our Russian crewmates. And so that's where the credit goes, because everybody did their part, not, doing what they wanted to do, which is a definition of teamwork, and that's why we're here.
And Peggy, finally for you, you're less than 2 weeks away from returning to Earth after almost 10 months on the station, having logged more days in space than any American astronaut in history. How did this show today compare with some of the other major milestones you've witnessed and experienced during your 3 long-duration missions?
Well, I think having the privilege of being on 3 different long-duration missions has given me a lot of interesting experiences, and this is just another one to put in the history books for my memory. I really enjoyed seeing this, and I think maybe a little more than I expected to. And so it's just another little piece, another memory, another very special event, another very special day of this fantastic experience of being in space.
And down at Charleston, South Carolina, an old friend and colleague of yours, Mike Massimino, is standing by. He's got a question for you.
Hey, Peggy, comrade, Two Fish, Paulo, it's Mass down here in Charleston. I got to be in the path of totality below all of you today, and it was pretty awesome here, and it made me think of some of the really cool things we see of this, the timing, the cosmic dance of the universe that we see. And for each of you, could you describe something that you've seen? Peggy, you've been up there more than anyone, any other American, and all of you. Something that you've seen that has been up there more than any compares to this, that you only see from space that we can't see on the ground.
Well, I mean, I just feel like the whole experience of being here, of living here, is on a daily basis very special. There's just very special parts of each and every day. I do think this one is very nice. We've seen some incredible auroras lately. I've really enjoyed seeing scientific research getting completed, some really cool research getting completed. And of course, you can't beat the view during a spacewalk. But it's just a piece of this huge puzzle of why being in space is so beautiful.
Back here in Mission Control, for all of you, an amazing day and an amazing opportunity to share a few minutes with the Expedition 52 crew. I'd like to thank Peggy Whitson, Randy Bresnick, Jack Fisher, and Paulo Nespoli for their time today. And for you, Peggy and Jack, and your crewmate Fyodor Yurchikhin, soft landing in your Soyuz on September 3rd. You all be well and fly safe. And with that, Dwayne, we'll toss it back to you at Eclipse Central in Charleston, South Carolina.
Thanks, Rob. Mike, thank you. It's always good to see you.
Thanks for letting me. It's good to be a part of the NASA team still.
Thank you so much for
thanks for having me.
Thanks a lot.
So Mike, we got you here, man. So you were here. This isn't your first eclipse here.
My first one, yeah. I never saw one in space, and never saw one on the ground. So this is my first one in space or on the ground was today.
Okay, I know you've been asked the same question, but just how did you feel? I mean, you told that, it's amazing,
It was a really cool, it got a lot of people excited. This is one of the bigger events, maybe the biggest event we've had for a while anyway, and something that everyone can get excited about. Lots of people flocked to the path of totality and as close as they could get, and I just felt there was a lot of excitement about it, which was great. I wish the weather was a little bit better here, though.
Yeah.
We had some clouds in the way, but even with that, it got dark, it got cool. When you see things in space, you don't hear anything, and you're in either your spacesuit, you can feel the warmth of the sun coming or the cool of the darkness as you're going around the planet, and you can see the Terminator between night and day and so on. These reminders of what we're about, what our planet is about, and we're all space voyagers. Here I was able to feel the coolness, right? And it got really dark. But it was a lot of added sound from all the cheers of the students here at the College of Charleston. So that was kind of fun too. So it was nice to be able to, it was good to be able to share with all these students. I guess the semester hasn't started here yet, because they should be studying pretty soon. Yeah. But they're easing into that. So this is a nice way to welcome them back to school as well.
Mike, it's always good to see you, sir. Thanks for joining the team here.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for letting me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, always.
It was great seeing you.
We're having a good time. So,
right,
hey, so we're going to throw it back to Karen. Karen, you got some more folks on the yard there.
Yes, I do. I've got John Hakala, who is a professor of physics and astronomy at the College of Charleston. Hello, John.
Hi, nice to see you.
Tell me, is this your first eclipse?
This is my third totality. I saw one in 1972 in the Gaspé Peninsula in Canada and one off the coast of Africa in 1973.
Have you ever done any science during an eclipse, or you're mostly an eclipse watcher?
I'm mostly an eclipse watcher. I was relatively young, but those two eclipses were what got me into astronomy.
Fantastic. Tell me a little bit about what you did to prepare today for this eclipse with the students.
Well, we had tremendous support from the faculty and staff at the College of Charleston, who put together an event around the eclipse and tied it in with our convocation. So this morning we had a convocation event where we introduced the students, and they're kicking off their 4 years in college with the eclipse. It's probably one of the best ways to, I mean, if there's ever a sign of things to come, this is probably it.
And I saw you out there with some telescopes today. Were people looking through them?
We tried to set those up. I'm not sure how successful they were because of the cloud cover, but we were able to use some indirect pinhole methods, and I walked around one of these devices to students around the yard here, and they seem to enjoy it quite a bit. It's nice when you hear them say, "Cool, can I take a picture?" It's
So life has changed. Can we do a tweet of you and your telescope? Tell me a little more about that with your students. Or were there any of your older students who you knew were out here today, who you knew were excited, and what was their experience like?
So most of our advanced students were working with faculty members from the department, and they went to different sites and locations around the city and the county. So they were covering city parks, state parks, pretty much anywhere that they could get a location. I think we had 16 different sites. So we took the distributed approach. And in fact, I'm here almost by default because everyone else had chosen a place to go. And when the college decided to make a big deal about it, I thought, okay, well, I guess I can suffer and be a good sport. And just to show you what being a good sport means, I had to wear this hat.
You look fantastic. No, it's great. So tell me, what was the craziest question you got that somebody asked you about the eclipse?
So I wouldn't say that it's the craziest thing that I got asked, but I know that a few of the staff folks were telling me that because this coincided with the move-in day, apparently we had some parents who were frustrated with the fact that they were trying to move their kids in, but they had no hotels to stay in because everything was packed. And so they asked some of the staff if they could move the time of the eclipse.
Well, it happened whether or not we wanted it, but I have to agree it's been hard finding a place to stay. I'm sure that Charleston and the college will be happy as things calm down. You get into your year. Tell me just a little bit more. Do you have plans for taking this eclipse into the classroom? I'm curious about whether you think this will kindle excitement for people, maybe get a few new science students.
Absolutely. I mean, I think this is, there are very few opportunities that we have where science comes to the public like this event, and I think NASA's done a tremendous job of advertising this across the country. But as far as it goes here, I mean, we have the advantage now of we had some public lectures by Paul Hertz and Alex Young, and Alex is going to show up in my class tomorrow and kick the year off. So we're very excited about being able to merge this with the beginning of the school year.
That's really fantastic. I know NASA's really excited about hoping that the kinds of information that we've been sharing around the country really gets people excited. As you know, there have been events everywhere. This is our last stop along the way. Tell me, do you already have plans for 2024?
I'd like to say yes, but I need to relax from this one first, I think. Like everyone here, I think this has been, everyone's done a tremendous job putting on a great show and making all the efforts to tie in as many students and the public as possible. But I think we're all ready to take a short breather before we move on.
Well, let me ask you one other question, because you had just told me a little bit. You actually work with NASA data, don't you, on a regular basis, your research? What do you work with?
I study cosmic gamma ray bursts, and I've worked with data from the Compton Observatory, the BATSI satellite. I was a team member on BATSI, and then I've worked with Swift data. I have a number of collaborations going with that, and with Fermi data, and I have a number of collaborations going with that.
Fantastic. It's been great talking to you, and we're going to go back to Dwayne Brown. Thank you.
Thanks, Karen. John, I bet you that hat that the professor had on is probably going to be on social media a lot. I can bet that. From coast to coast, we've tracked the solar eclipse over the past 3 hours. Thousands of people along the path of totality have witnessed a total solar eclipse in person, a breathtaking moment when day turns into night and then back again. And today, we've brought you the most spectacular images so that the millions of you watching from home could also witness these awe-inspiring moments through the eyes of NASA. I can't wait to see what the observations from today will yield. As scientists continue to analyze the images, we will continue to learn more about today's eclipse, about the sun, and about how it affects our daily lives. Yadi, your feelings, your thoughts.
This has been an amazing experience. And, you know, the clouds didn't let us see the solar corona, but it has been an amazing experience. And we got all the experience, the darkness, the cold, and, the cooler of the temperature is amazing. And, it's not over yet. The next total solar eclipse will be in Argentina. El próximo eclipse total solar será en Argentina. En el 2019.
Alex, your thoughts.
Well, this was amazing. I mean, as Jari said, too bad that we didn't get to see the corona, but this whole experience, it was an immersive experience, getting to feel everything around me, getting to feel the excitement. But, being able to work with you all, to share this with millions of people, that is really what I live for, is getting to share the beauty, the wonder of nature with everyone we possibly can, and to know that we have been able to help millions of people both in the path and outside the path share in this human experience is really what I am glad to go home and know at the end of the day. And I also know that I get to see another one. Besides the one in Argentina and Chile, we're going to have another one in this country, 2024. It's going to go from Mexico, Texas, into Ohio River Valley, upstate New York and New England, and it even crosses Carbondale. So
Again.
for those that got to see the one there, could go and see another one in less than 375 years in a single place. So
I wonder if the hotels have already filled up.
I suspect they have. I suspect they have.
John, I got to come to you. I know the conversation and everything, the images, your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, just from this point of view, listening to all of this and all the science was fantastic. I think that one of the things that really was most interesting to me was the fact that the volume of people. Like I said earlier, this broke our records for the most streaming event we've ever had. And NASA does some pretty amazing things. We fly human beings in space. We launch spacecraft. We show images from the Hubble Space Telescope. We're doing all kinds of developmental work. It's just there's constantly awesome programming from NASA out of this world, so to speak. And so for this event to eclipse, pun intended, everything else we've done is pretty spectacular. I actually have a couple cool photos I wouldn't mind showing real fast if we have a second.
Sure.
If you could pull those up. This one right here is from the space station from Paolo Nespoli. He posted this on his Twitter account. Pretty freaking cool, I think. This you can see the darkness of the moon shadow across the planet. And just one more photo I want to show you. This is just a fun one of from New York City Times Square. You know, this broadcast was all over the country. People were texting me and say, "Hey, I see you on TV. I'm showing it to my kids in their classroom." And so it wasn't just us. It wasn't just the people viewing it online, the masses of people, but there was also classrooms who were broadcasting it across the country. So hopefully we've reached a lot of kids and inspired them about space exploration.
That's what it's about, inspiring the next generation. Wow, what a day. We truly want to thank the wonderful city of Charleston, and especially the College of Charleston, for hosting NASA Eclipse Central. This program simply could not have been done without the invaluable work and coordination from our NASA TV crew, NASA centers, science organizations, partners and stakeholders, and many more, really too numerous to name. But you know who you are, and thank you. And finally, I want to thank you, the public, the audience watching this program across the nation, staying with us. We brought it to you. Thank you for your support, your questions, your pictures, your thoughts. Also, helping bring the eclipse to the nation. And of course, Dottie, Alex, John, Sean, Karen, what a day.
What a day. An amazing day.
And 2024?
2024.
Be there.
Are we going to be there again?
Yes.
Can I hang out with you guys again?
Yes, let's do this again.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll see you guys in 2024. Thank you for watching NASA TV, where through the eyes of NASA, you've experienced Eclipse 2017. Please go to the NASA websites. The story does not end here. The story does not end here. Many more images and science data will be coming out over the next several days. They will be awesome too. So stay tuned and visit our website and social media accounts. Hanging out with John. I'm Dwayne Brown for the team here. Charleston signing off on NASA Eclipse Central. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.